Well, remember now, the center is also in play, and the snap is critical. And Urbina will throw on the first snap and right back across to the crossing receiver, and that's Vincent Yang.
Precision. That's what this game is. Precision timing. Okay? So a lot of times when you have a rusher who's coming at you, that ball has to be thrown quickly. So anticipation is also what you have in flag football, is throwing to an area and a spot, hoping that your receiver is going to be there.
Esteban Lozano is the head coach of JSizzles. Here's Urbina taking the deep shot and overshoots Justin Runge. Runge in his first year playing flag football. You'll notice the size factor here as we move through the afternoon in our coverage. Remember, 15 and under, so they had to be 15 on January 1 of the calendar year. Some have turned 16 during the course of the winter and the spring and summer. But when you see a 6-foot kid, the 6-foot kid is a dominant player, potentially a dominant player in this sport at this age group. Urbina in trouble, and they got to him. Great pressure coming up the middle, back near the goal line. Terrific pressure by Gavin Ledwith.
And this is Gavin Ledwith just going right at the quarterback, Urbina. And Urbina's waiting for those routes to develop. This is a fast, quick-paced game. You got to get rid of the football quickly. There was nowhere for him to go, and a nice job by Ledwith. He eyed right down on Urbina. There's nowhere for him to go. Grab the flag, and now we've got our first punt of the game.
Yep. So the fourth play, there you go. And now all of a sudden, here's Nico Vitagliano. And a quick throw to start the drive, and breaking free down the far side. That's Ledwith, who just made the terrific defensive play.
And now showing you that he's got some moves. Just a nice quick hitch. Inside slant, makes the first guy miss, and then you just show off the move, show off the agility.
Got right at about 16 yards, I think, on the completion. Remember now, no first downs. The midline's the most critical piece. Vitagliano back across the middle again, and intended for Vincent Geller. So now all of a sudden, here's the third play.
And remember, they're in a no-run zone as well, so they can't run the football. This has to be a pass. But one thing you see is Vitagliano doing what? Buying time. Does a great job at doing what? Buying time, keeping the play alive. That helps his receivers try to find and get something to the sideline.
Yep. Third play, you hear the count, crossing route, catch is made. That's Constantino, and he will pick up not only the fresh set, then they have 3 downs from here, Kirk.
Yeah, this is one of those situations where a guy gets lost, okay? This is what happened. Constantino is the last receiver to sort of go out on the route. No communication on the opposite side by the Vikings, and it leaves Constantino wide open by himself for an easy pickup of the first down.
Yep. So this is the fresh set. Once you cross the midfield line at the 50, there's the throw, and again, that's Constantino, and he'll score. Sneaks right down that far sideline, 18 yards, and THT puts the first points on the board.
I know the Vikings are going to have to talk. They got to come to the sideline. It's just a bunch formation, and the way that the routes are distributed, there's just nobody available. Nobody there to guard Constantino, and that's what you have. You have an easy touchdown along the sideline.
Now, the 5-yard line, they will go for 1. This is for a single point to make it 7-0. And Vitagliano shoots it in there, and the point is awarded. Led with the catch. I believe it was at Constantino.
And they got it. Yeah, it was a late throw. Late in the down throws. And this is what's going on. We're seeing late in the down, just keeping the play alive, makes the first defender miss, and throws a strike to Ledwith, it looks like, for that conversion.
So 4 for 5 was Vitagliano. And now Urbina back on the attack, and the completion. And that's Trey Lovelace making the grab. He picks up about 6 yards. Kirk, I was wondering in watching these games yesterday, one score is probably not a big deal, but a second score, that's a tough. Now all of a sudden you're starting to feel the climb a little bit.
Yeah, you're starting to feel the pressure a little bit and trying to get the ball deep down the field. This is a game that if you're able to just a little bit, right? A little bit here and there. Etch your way down the field. Not a lot of big plays to be made.
Urbina pressured again, and a catch is made. Backside, great grab. Mancha down the far near sideline. A flag has come out.
It'd be interesting on the flag. Was that maybe flag guarding over there at the end?
Right.
Trying
After the catch, we got a flag guard on the offense. 5-yard penalty, still first down.
Now, flag guarding is basically kind of putting a hand in a way, using a stiff arm. That you can't use the stiff arm. You can't use different objects or moves to make sure that someone can't obtain that flag. So you see sort of at the end, just kind of patting that flag away or patting the guy's arm away. That's a flag.
So Mancha, the great catch. And now new territory across the midline, and another grab by Delfino Mancha. All these young folks filled out surveys. Delfino Mancha says both shoulders are double jointed. Whoa, wait a second.
That's funny because his favorite player is Odell Beckham. So,
right.
Who made one of the craziest catches we've ever seen as a New York Giant, and he looked like he had a double jointed shoulder with the catch he made on that Sunday night.
Urbina again shoots it for the end zone, batted away. Justin, or Quattrocchi, made the stop. Coming across, listed as a linebacker. His 11th year playing flag football. His dad is one of the assistant coaches for Edward Sparacchio and the THT group.
Big third down play right here.
Yep.
Big third down play. And this is where you got to utilize your height. We haven't called his name a lot yet. Demondre Collins, number 7. He goes 6'1". He's lined up on the top of your screen. That's probably where I would go with the football. Try to use that height advantage.
Urbina to his left. Shoots it for the end zone, and it is caught.
Wow.
Great grab on the back. And that's Runge.
Does that count for 2?
Should.
You tell me, is that 2 touchdowns?
To the quarterback's arm.
You had the contact on the quarterback's arm, but watch Runge. That ball's in the air. He tips the ball up in the air, allows himself the concentration to go and grab that with both hands. That counts for 1, but I would give him 2 touchdowns for that catch. That's a nice job there by Runge.
Terrific grab. Now the extra point. JSizzles will go for just the single here. Urbina with pressure coming. And wide open on the back line. So they've tied the game. Another catch by Runge. What a terrific grab for the touchdown. For the home team representing the New York Giants. And they had a touchdown in their first drive. Sizzles have just tied it on their second possession. Battagliano on a crossing route. Catch is made. And the grab is for Geller, Vincent Geller.
One thing that I've seen so far early, I know we're early in the infancy stages of this flag football game, but Battagliano, one thing that he likes to do is lead his receivers. He throws to an area, forces the receiver to have to go and get it. He doesn't throw right to the guy.
They'll shoot it back inside. Constantino another catch, and flag will be pulled across the midline right at about the 15. We do have a flag on the play.
On the play, we got a hold on the defense. That penalty is declined. First and goal.
All right, play stands. And THT's back on the march here, Kirk.
Yeah, it's basically they're trying to figure out ways to stop Constantino. He's the guy, right? So far, we've seen he's been all over there. They've lined him on the left. They lined him up on the right. They've put him underneath, shallow cross, and deep. The Vikings got to keep an eye on number 1.
Late rush. Battagliano to his left. Got to cut it loose, and does. Another terrific catch. Geller clears the pylon and is awarded the touchdown. Boy, I really like the Sizzles pressure, but terrific play by Vitagliano.
Vitagliano's looking like Mike Vick over here, the lefty on the sideline. He gets over there, and he never gives up on the play. He never gives up on the play. He knows where that sideline is, and he gets right to it, but he delivers the football with such accuracy, gives his players an opportunity, and they cash in.
What a play by Geller to clear the pylon with the football at the corner.
Great awareness by Geller.
Going for the point again. There's Constantino. And THT responds quickly, Kirk, to push it back to a touchdown advantage. And keep an eye on the running clock now. Just about 90 seconds to go in this first half.
Yeah, it's an efficient offense. You see how quickly they're able to score. A lot of it's on the quarterback, but Constantino's done a great job. Geller got involved in that one. And so it's right back on the Vikings now. They don't have a lot of time to try to get a score right here before the half.
Vitagliano is opened up 6 for 7.
This is a huge
here in
series.
This first half.
Huge series here, Wes.
Yeah, Urbina's got to move the pocket. Pressure coming. That was led with, and it is picked. Trying to go back across the middle, and the ball got deflected up in the air and then intercepted by Lucas Heyman.
Yeah, it was Rungy. That's
After
who the receiver
play,
was.
We had an attempted strip on the defense. 5-yard penalty. First and goal.
The ball was just a little bit behind Rungy.
Hey, you already mark it off?
Ball was a little bit behind Rungy, the wide receiver. He tried to contort his body back to go grab the football. The ball goes into the air, and it's intercepted. Just a misfortune for the Vikings.
So Heyman the pick, and now trying to get on the line with 20 seconds and change. 8-yard throw. Remember this clock running down. Vitagliano shoots it for the end zone and overthrows. I believe Geller the intended receiver again. Clock still running, 1. And that will be halftime. The Sizzles benefit from the running clock.
Yeah, they do. That was.
So let's see what happens here with Vitagliano, who had a very nice first half. And boy, their defense was steady, Kirk.
Yeah, just communication. The underneath route, though, that's something the Vikings in this second half, they need to stop, the underneath route of Castellano.
Vitagliano underneath, slides through again, and dumps it in the flat. Giovanni Sparacchia, the head coach's son, makes the catch just outside the no-run zone. As you look at this field and you see the line that's kind of red and white, candy striped, if you will, 5 yards on either side of the midline, that's a no-run zone. Once the ball reaches that line, no running allowed. There's a quick throw near side, and flags are down on the catch by Gavin Ledwith.
I wonder if this is another one of those flag guarding calls.
After the catch, we got unnecessary roughness on the defense. Automatic first down.
I don't know if that's a 10-yard penalty. I don't know if that was unnecessary rough. He escorted him out of bounds, okay? I've seen a little bit more physical play than that, but
I couldn't wait to work with the linebacker. In a no-contact game, I was very excited to be paired with the linebacker here.
It was just a little escort out of bounds. I didn't see anything harm there, but I understand, hey, you got to lay off. I understand that.
Vitagliano, and up the ladder. Geller could not pull it in. Marker down again. On the backside was Collins defending.
During the play, we got contact to the quarterback. 5 yards, automatic first down.
One of the things we learned in getting ready for the NFL Flag Championships, all penalties, now in this case easy to understand, are allocated.
Yeah, this is Mancha, number 0, just coming right down at the quarterback. He's got to hold off, but he's trying to grab the flag, and the quarterback is in an awkward position, so trying to hold up after going full speed, it's an unfortunate call, but he's got to find a way to lay off the quarterback. Mancha, number 0 for the Vikings.
Yep. Vitagliano shoots it again, caught. Geller, another touchdown. Vitagliano throws another rope, and Vincent Geller's come up on the back end of some of these catches today and produce touchdowns.
Just watch the ball placement. Watch the placement of the football. It's always a just turn by the receiver, and that ball, literally, you stick your hands out, that ball's going to stick to the gloves easily. The way that Vitagliano is throwing the football today, that's an easy touchdown throw and a nice timing by his receiver as well to be there on time.
So now the THT group trying to make it a 2-touchdown game. Vitagliano to Geller again for the point.
I don't think the Vikings have an answer.
He was a perfect 3 for 3 on the drive, Kurt.
Well, if you're watching what's going on, what's happening, they don't spread their offense out. They're keeping this tight sort of bunch where you've got 3 offensive players right near the center.
Right.
And so as they disperse at the snap, the defenders are still trying to count, hey, who's got who's got what? And by that time, Castellano is somewhere and they can't find him.
Urbina the throw. Catch made Mancha. And he picks up right at about 15 yards. Almost 15 yards.
You know how critical first downs are.
Yeah.
The first down play in flag football, I think, is probably the most important down, if you ask me, because it sets you up for the next play. But more importantly, do I have an opportunity to get a first down, or am I in a position to punt?
Rush coming. Urbina going to take the shot, and for a moment, Collins had it and then had it batted away. Terrific defensive play on the back end. Geller again, or Lucas Heyman also there, who had the interception in the first half.
We got third down.
It's all about playing through. You got to play through to the end of the play. That ball looked like it was going to be caught, but right there at the end, you had an opportunity by Geller to knock it out. Got the left hand in and was not unable to allow the receiver to make the catch. That's a nice job.
Urbina slinging it deep for Collins. Caught it. What a catch. DeMondre Collins with a terrific grab.
We've been waiting to call his name. The 6'1" wide receiver just streaking behind that Giants defense. He's the mismatch. He's the guy I think you should be going at the entire game. They finally got him one-on-one, and he's able to climb the ladder for the touchdown catch.
Urbina launches at 33 yards. And JSizzles going to go for a point here to cut it to a touchdown. Shoots it to the end zone, and a flag is thrown on a ball intended for Vincent Yang.
I think the Giants got there just a little bit early. We may see this one be replayed. Got there just a little bit early.
On the extra point try, we got pass interference. Number 2 on the defense. Ball will be spotted at the 1. Still going for 1.
Lucas Heyman.
Now they're still in the no-run zone, so still they have to pass this football. Inside the 5-yard line, they still got to pass.
Look at the field pour open from side to side. Now just going to lob it for the corner. What a catch. What a grab in the corner. Justin Runge comes down with this. There's a whole nother line to that of guys who are in the league that want to play and have talked about it. And now Vitagliano shoots it underneath to Constantino. You see the clock. It's a running clock now. Remember, each club's got some timeouts. But this is a big possession for both teams.
Well, I think this may be the football game right here. I know with 5 minutes left, you're saying, wait, no, there's plenty of time. No, it's not plenty of time. This is a huge drive. If the Vikings are able to get a stop, they're right in this game. They allow another score. It is going to be hard to get 2 possessions of scoring plays against this Giants defense.
Vitagliano has been very good for Coach Sparacchio.
And I'm a little bit surprised there's no rusher right now. They're trying to play a little more conservative, a little more prevent. The Vikings are. I would say you have to designate a rusher to speed up this process. At least put the quarterback on his heels a little bit. Don't allow him all the time in the world. You
have to make a decision, though, if you're JSizzles here?
Yeah.
Because when you present somebody, the kids evaded them and made plays.
But at least I'm putting a clock on him.
Okay.
If you're allowing him just to sit back there and count, he's got 7 seconds before he can throw the football, I would say that's not a good strategy right now.
Clock running, you see, inside of 5 now. Vitagliano shoots it across. Constantino. Why wouldn't you throw it to a player who's headed to Team USA?
Yeah, I just, to me right now, if I'm JSizzles and the Vikings, I have to have a rusher.
Right.
I have to designate a rusher. Because if you don't, you just allow this quarterback who's kind of diced you up all game long. All they're doing is wasting. They're running the clock down now.
Yeah.
They're going to take the entire play clock. I mean, this is a fast, quick game, and they've slowed the game down, and they've just watched this clock continue to bleed.
You hear the clock being counted out for Vitagliano, and there's the catch, and Geller's in the end zone again. Vincent Geller has done it on both sides of the football today. Most productive piece, though, Vitagliano's teed him up.
Yeah, and look, he's got nothing but time. There's nobody rushing him. It's like a walk in the park for Vitagliano, right? I just sit back and I allow my receivers to go make a play. And you have that much time, it's late in the down, and he's able to find a receiver in Geller coming back to the football.
Now all of a sudden, JSizzles facing a 2-touchdown deficit. THT, clock is running even on the 1-point attempt here. And you hear the countdown. There's the snap. Vitagliano for the point. In the corner, catch made. So that'll push it back to 2. Led with the grab. Geller's got 5 catches and 3 touchdowns today for THT, but that's Gavin Ledwith to make it a complete 2-touchdown deficit now for JSizzles.
Everybody's looking at the quarterback. You got to find a receiver. Go hook up. Go grab somebody.
Urbina going to try and take the deep shot again, and there was a tie-up. Runge, the intended receiver.
Urbina got hit late in the play on that throw. He got up a little banged up. But right now, you know it's only going to be shots deep to the end zone. Not a lot of time. Nothing short, nothing underneath.
Yep.
If you're the Vikings, I got to score quickly because I got to hurry up. I got to get the ball back, utilize my timeouts, and hopefully get one more possession.
Urbina again. Here comes late pressure. Dodges the first guy and cannot hold on is Yang. Just shy of the midfield line. Quattrocchi was in coverage. It looked like Ledwith was again fighting through to pressure the quarterback. Center of the field defensively. There he comes again on the rush. Urbina going to sail another one down the field. That is Collins going up, and it is broken up. Lucas Heyman back there for THT, and now a timeout with 1:25 to go.
It's a nice job. But look, the Giants are going to stand back. They're going to be right there on top, knowing that you're not going to allow anything to beat you deep. Now, you do have the size advantage when it comes to DeMondre Collins, but right now you're going to have 2 guys on him. This is a big 4th down play. This actually is the game right here.
Yep.
If they don't convert a touchdown here, this game's going to go over to the Giants. So a big last play right here. What do the Vikings draw up? How do they get a little isolation for DeMondre Collins? He's going to be at the bottom of the screen.
Yep.
I got to keep number 7. That's where my football is going right here. My last opportunity to get a good scoring play, I'm finding number 7 at the bottom.
You have to get to the midline at least, Kirk. Urbina. And he gets it, but not to the midline, so therefore the Giants will get the ball on the turnover on downs. You had 4 shots to get it across the midline, the yellow stripe in the middle of the field, which is the halfway mark. And JSizzles could not do that, so they'll turn the ball over, plus territory giveaway now for THT.
Yeah, and they're just going to allow this clock to continue to just bleed all the way down. A missed opportunity for the Vikings there, but way to close it out and finish for the THT Giants.
And the Giants, who went 2-1 yesterday in pool play. This group from Staten Island, and This is Constantino on the direct snap. Wow. And he'll run the clock down now to about a half minute before his flag is pulled. And another timeout taken by JSizzles here. Quick look at the way this works from a gameplay standpoint. These are 12-minute running halves. It's 5-on-5. Everybody's heard of 7-on-7. It's a very popular line of football in the offseason. 50-yard field drive starts at the own 5. You have 4 to reach midfield, then 3 to score. There's a term called short lining that, if we see that later in the day, is going to be interesting to talk about. Touchdowns are 6. Extra points, you make a decision. You want the 1 point, you go from the 5. You want 2 points, you play from the 10. And each team has 3 timeouts to use over the course of the game, and you see that's what JSizzles is doing now with less than a half minute to go. The winner of this game, by the way, will meet the winner of Metro Select and Bad Rabbits. Metro Select's one of the best teams in the country. They were the defending champions in this division out of New Orleans and have one of the best players in the 15U. And here's Constantino trying to run the clock out, and look at this. Flag is down there, and now they'll loop it ahead. Here's Geller, and he's going to stop shy of the goal line. And now back in. Burn the clock.
Trying to burn as much clock.
And another
Timeout.
touchdown for Vincent Geller.
Defense. On the play, we have a flag guard. On the offense, 5-yard penalty from the spot. 3rd and goal.
Oh, the spot was back well down the field, but with only 6 seconds left, Kirk. Smart play by Geller, actually, at the back end, to, even with the marker down, to make the catch and burn as much clock as he could to keep the play going, to essentially take it down now to 1 snap.
Yeah, very smart. Look, only 1 forward pass allowed per play. So you pitch the ball back and just allow Constantino. Now he's a running back, but he has the ability to throw. So he's trying to make guys miss. Now you get the flag guarding there, but that one throw is in his arsenal after they pitch the football back. So it gives you a 2-way option. He basically turns into the quarterback. Everybody else is eligible.
So on a 3rd and goal play. And Constantino again. And they'll pull the flag, and that will do it. THT is the winner. And this team from the home team in Staten Island, New York, proves victorious, and they'll advance